gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Takes it to about the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
70, pass to 60, drop 60, drop 60. 18, Rattler, 18, Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 Eagles, 10 11, 10 11. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw here. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll drop to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, set. Mustang 19, Viking 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Francois. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, Washington. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And finally marked down at the 23. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Francois. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Operating from the gun, Washington. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore.
They'll try and run for on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
2nd and 4.
2nd and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game.
Jahmyr Gibbs, 54 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Francois. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On the RPO, that's complete right side. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Operating from the gun, Washington. And his throw here's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Washington. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 27 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14, Lions 7.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Okay, break.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Come on. Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Come 19, come 19, 19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Drop 60, drop 60. 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Ready? 60 Bobcats, 60, 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finds Gibbs on a check down. 2nd and 10.
18 Roberts. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Drop 60, drop 60. 60 Maverick, 6.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup.
60 Maverick, 60 Warriors, 70. Panther 11, Panther 11, 70 Rangers, 70, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Trey McBride from 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Washington. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now a second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Looking to throw. Washington. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finding Walker complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Francois. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Francois. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Back to throw. Washington. His pass caught with the ball. So the completion good for 7 there.
7-yard pick.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And 3 at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Washington firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 3 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next the score. Ravens 24. Lions 14.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 8, Crackle 80. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Come on. 60 Maverick. 70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Shut, 70 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. Francois. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Lions' 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Francois. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Washington. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On the ball, now.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw now, Shuck. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
To number 24. A pickup of 13 on the play. It's third down and 1.
Shuck now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards.
Down at the 28-yard line.
18, here we go, set. 19, 60 Bobcat, 18, Pioneer.
Here's Shuck.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Buffalo 18, go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Again, it's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Lions 21. Cam Little to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Lions are right back in this football game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
First down, Detroit.
19 Lions.
To throw is Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's second down.
It's second down.
Throwing, Shuck. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Lions.
Now Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side.
And makes the score Ravens 31. Lions 29.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
On the jump.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19. Go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's 3rd and 3.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final a minute. That should just about seal it. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And it might seal the deal, as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 10
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
19 tight. 18 run.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
19 Lion. Warriors 17.
Shuck to throw for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.